What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the bridge. This is episode 3. I know episode 3 was probably supposed to be last week, but we decided to not go live last week because I got ready to go to an amazing con in Tennessee, so I had to mentally prepare myself because I was driving 16 hours to get to Tennessee. So
you decided not to go.
Right, I decided. But the thing is, our guest that is on tonight was there, and we were going to do the show, but I was spent after driving and stuff like that. But yeah, so there's that. Scorpio, what have you done in the last week?
You don't want to know.
Since not having a show, I don't want to know. It's classified. We'll keep it classified. We don't want to know. Oh man, rough.
Just
that bad? Oh man, I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Phones dying on us. Got to get new phones. Got new phones, and now it's taking forever for me to sign into my new phone. And doesn't want. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, not. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Especially when I do a lot of work from my phone. Yeah.
Well, there's always the iPhone.
It doesn't matter. Whatever phone I sign into is going to take forever to load all the apps I need.
That's part. Okay. I get you. Yeah. That part. Yeah, you gotta do all of that stuff again. But yeah. So yeah, I know it. Last week we didn't do it, so we're back this week, and our guest tonight is the lovely Queen of Mutants herself, Mutantglue, who is an amazing cosplayer, a public figure, the founder of the Chameleon Coalition, and
then got so popular that she don't know us no more.
Yeah. She's just so popular right now. She's so rich. She's so famous right now. So famous. She got to talk to her Hollywood twin, Rosario Dawson. So
yeah, she has to. We have to go through her agent to get her on this show. So there was a fee we had to pay.
So I'm glad the agent was like,
look, the Bridge OnlyFans will be up soon to recover from the fees we had to pay to get MG. So yeah.
See, I'll be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be a lot of comic book reading after dark.
Oh yeah,
with my voice. So y'all prepare for that. All right, so let's go ahead and welcome up, like I said, the Queen of Mutants herself, Mutantglue. Welcome to the bridge, Mutantglue. Welcome to the bridge.
How are you, MG? You look so stunned.
First of all, I know you didn't. I know. You see, you starting already.
Always.
I ain't even said nothing. You starting already.
Hey. You finally met me in person. You know I'm nothing but a pro.
I ain't worried about you and your hard cards. I'm not worried about you right now.
Hey. Scorpio, we play Uno, right? We were playing Uno right after the con. And, me being an individual who grew up in the sticks, but also grew up in poor situations, Uno was our pastime.
The wrong person to play Uno with.
Yeah, for real. And I had one. I said Uno. One card left, right? Uno. One of them made me draw. I was like, if y'all make me draw, we're going to be playing this game to the morning. They made me draw. We played that game for another 3 hours.
Wow.
And so
don't ever make us draw 4, because I guarantee you we will purposely hold on to our draw 4s, have 3 or 4 of them, and make all y'all draw. Yeah, we'll purposely reverse. You don't do that.
Listen, he had SJ throwing her cards across the table. I mean, she done just threw her cards across the table. And she said she was sick of it.
Wow.
She did it twice.
She was like,
twice a night. It's his fault.
It was the heart of the cards, man. It was the heart of the cards. I know that's you, Gil. That's what right there. It was the heart of the cards. And every time I was there, I'm like, with the heart of the cards, and they'll think they'll get me. They're like, oh, you don't got that color. With the heart of the cards. And I'll draw, and when I draw, I'll draw like a special card, and then I'll draw the color I need.
Look, he traumatized me.
Wow.
Just traumatized.
Look, it's a good thing it wasn't Monopoly. Y'all would have really.
Oh boy.
Listen.
Look, it's Asuna. She said,
"It's Asuna."
So also she tried to counter me with her poison of the cards. It didn't work.
And there's my sister.
Just stay right there.
Oh wow.
We live. Yes, we live. We live.
It's a boogie.
Boogie. What's going on? Hello, how you doing? So what y'all, for folks who haven't come to the bridge, one of the things I do like to do is show the comments of the folks as they're sitting out there and waiting for the show to get started. SJ saying hi to Boogie. Boogie saying hi to SJ. They're all on YouTube. Go to YouTube and have this. Go ahead and get
the glue of Mutanta.
The glue of Mutanta. That sounds like a character from
Glueville.
I know it's a typo, but it looks funny to me.
I think
keep it. I like that.
I think you need a cosplayer version. I think you need a cosplayer version of yourself that is the glue of Mutanta.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How would I even go about doing that?
And you can go.
Just like, be yourself, but just be more.
More yourself.
Times 100.
I don't think the world is ready for that.
She fixed it. SJ fixed it, but I still like the glue of Mutanta. Glue of Mutanta stays. That's there forever.
Sorry.
I mean, now we can use it.
That was for the OnlyFans thing, for real, right?
We have to pay these fees to see MG. So
yeah, right.
What fees? No. I need to know what fees you paying because you getting scammed.
Huh? So that wasn't your agent.
I still won though. You know what?
Yeah, SJ did win. That was the funny part too, right? At the end of Alan to SJ, I was like, SJ, you want to win? And she was like, yes.
Wow. After throwing the cards and all, she still won.
I made her win.
Dirty.
I threw out a perfect card for her to win, and she won it. She took it.
Dirty. They were playing against me, is what that was.
I'm trying to.
That's John.
That's John.
That's
John. Say Wi-Fi. Be Wi-Fi.
That's John.
That is Shy.
It's Shy or John?
Oh no, this is Tyler.
Tyler's in
Wi-Fi
now.
be Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi be Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Okay. That's everybody in. Thank you all for dropping into the bridge. Let's go ahead and get these questions started because I think we got some that are gonna be dope. Some that are gonna be pretty awesome for MG to answer. So, first thing that we usually do before we get into the questions is allow you to introduce yourself to everybody. Introduce yourself to the listeners. Let them know who you are, where you're from, what it is that you do. I already showed you the questions before the show, so if you can, try not to lean into any of those yet. But go ahead. Let the folks know who you are.
Okay, well, hi. I'm Mutantglue, or people like to call me MG. Don't call me Mutant because it just sounds weird. Long story. Anyway, I've been cosplaying for 6 years now, somewhere in there. I cosplay a variety of different things from different universes. I am a full-time cosplayer, so this is my career. This is my job. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. What you see is what you get, pretty much.
There you go. A full-time cosplayer. That is her life. That is her job.
There's more. She just being nice. There's more to it.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that. Hyping me up right now, Scorpio.
There's always more.
Well, we're gonna get to that. So our first question on the board is, what got you into cosplay? And you already answered how long you've been doing it. Yep. But what got you into cosplay?
So there was a convention called Wizard World, and it was coming to Nashville. And a friend of mine that I used to work with wanted to go, and she wanted to dress up. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? I've never been to a con before. And then after that, we go, and then I get all these people, and I see all these nerds, and they're like, oh my God, you look great. Can I take a picture with you? And that kind of got me going. So we went another year, and then another year, and then 2 in 1 year. And now I'm doing 6 in a year. So
that's what I'm talking about. So pretty much what it was is like, you were like, oh, I didn't know you'd get this much attention from cosplaying. And then it was...
Well, I didn't realize it was going to be that much fun.
Okay. Yeah. That I get. That's how I felt about my first con. I didn't realize it was gonna be that fun. And then it
Yeah,
gets
because
addicting.
walking around as a character and you see all these other people dressed as their favorite characters, you're just like, whoa, I'm not the only one. Oh, cool. So yeah, it was the fun factor for me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I feel that. So what since that was your first con, what was your first cosplay at that con? Who did you cosplay as?
At that particular con, let me see if I can remember. I know I cosplayed as Gambit the first day.
Okay.
I cosplayed as Team Rocket the last day, and it was a steampunk Princess Tiana that Saturday.
So you came out the gate swinging then. Now you did.
Her and I both did, because she did. She was just herself that Friday, and Saturday she did a steampunk Princess Belle, and then she was a Pokemon trainer Sunday.
That's what's up. See, that's crazy. Like your first con you're going to, your first time cosplaying, and you're like, you know what? Let me cosplay Gambit. Let me be Team Rocket, and then you put together a steampunk Tiana. Yeah, if y'all want to see these cosplays, you can check me out on Instagram. I'm pretty sure the cosplays over. You probably have to scroll down at the bottom. Remember, she started 6 years ago, so you're gonna have to scroll. So they might be up there. Maybe
you gotta do one of these. Take the finger from the bottom and throw your hand up.
And just roll
it. Keep rolling.
Yeah, just let it roll.
We've all seen Prices Right. Y'all know when they take that thing and roll it.
Yeah,
that's
you gotta go the other way.
Yeah, you gotta go the other way. Roll, let it fly. Yeah,
just let it keep rolling and just say big money. That's
it.
Yeah,
hope for the best.
Oh man, yo, hold on. We got some more stuff here. Let me see. Where's that? The comment was for Scorpio saying he paid fees. Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense because SJ be like, wait a second, you didn't pay me.
That's pretty much about it.
Ma'am.
Not ma'am.
And then we got
not High Rosario, dog. I can't.
Okay, hold on.
Y'all are gonna get me sued.
Since they put that up there, Rosario Dawson. I remember the picture that you posted of you and her side by side when you were doing like a little interview with her. I did not know you two looked that much alike. But you two do favor alike. But it was so cute. The picture was cute because both of you looked like you was so nervous to speak to each other because both of you was like, I'm just like, damn, it's like twins.
I was nervous.
I'll be nervous too. All right, I'll be nervous too if I was looking in a digital mirror, like
exactly.
What's going on? That's weird.
So what's going on, Josh? Though? How did that feel to talk to somebody that you look up to? Or
that was nerve-wracking. That was nerve-wracking. I only had literally 2 minutes to talk to her, and my net cut out like in the first part of it. And they said that if it cut out, that was it. You're done. You don't get a redo. And I was freaking out, and then she popped back up. I'm like, oh, dear God. So it was nerve-wracking, but she knows I exist. And she wants me to tag her in the cosplays I do. So there's that. I didn't know she was at SDCC this year.
Don't be like, that's that. Don't be like, that's that.
Yeah,
she shared her cosplays.
Yeah, I think she reposted some of your stuff.
She did.
Exactly.
She reposted my Persephone, and she reposted Ahsoka Tano.
Of course, she played Ahsoka and the Mandalorian. Yeah.
She was also one of my favorite movies. She was in one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies. Oh gosh, what's the name of it?
Gail.
That's what she was. She was Gail. It was it was the one where they had like it was the one where they had the friend who was like a stunt woman.
Yes.
That's on my wish list.
It was Death something.
Death something. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about because it had what's his name in there because he was driving that black car and kept messing with him.
Yeah, that's on my wish list. Like literally, it's on my Amazon wish list.
You should do
everything I need for it.
I want Quentin Tarantino to direct a movie. Well, if I decide to do The Agent as a movie, I think he would be good to do that. But he would have to be independent and not through Hollywood. Sorry.
Yeah. I think Quentin Tarantino could do it. Almost Stigmata.
Oh, ooh, no.
Yes,
no. I don't think the world's ready for that
yes,
yet.
He would. Yes, he would. Yes, he would. He wouldn't even question it. He'll probably
he like, I just want to make the movie on issue 2. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
he wouldn't even question you. He'll read the first 2 pages and be like, "Yep, this is me. I do it."
Oh,
do
okay.
But do you mind if he curses? No, I don't mind at all.
Yeah.
I don't mind at all.
You mind if a little extra spillage of blood, a little bit of face? Okay, no, you don't mind.
Go for it. Oh man, okay. Let's get back to the questions.
We all gonna be on answer.
We'll get up and going. Right, for real. Like we ain't already on them when it comes to that story. Oh man, and it was wow. Okay, let's get back to the questions. We can talk all day. Hold on. So, what's your favorite part about cosplay? I know you mentioned earlier that seeing other people bring their favorite characters to life and stuff. Would you say that's one of your favorites, or is there more to what is your favorite part about cosplay?
You literally get to be your favorite character for a day. It's an escape from everything obnoxious going on in the world right now. It's literally an escape into a different reality where you can be that character for one day and not have any regrets about it, as long as you're respectful. That's key.
You hear that? RESPECT.
You can't be literally
she said
here being 100% Deadpool.
What's that? Say that again. You can't be. Go ahead.
You can't be 100% Deadpool at a con. You can be 45% Deadpool, but not 100%, because that would just be weird.
It would be. There are some people who like to push the envelope when it comes to that.
See, that's kind of my reserves for going to a con.
Well, see, you'll be safe. You'll have a table to sit behind.
Yeah, but I'm also the type of person that
want to explore.
If I say, okay, no, that's nothing, you keep going. I'm like, look, I have 3 levels. The first level is okay, no, that's fine, thank you. Second level is okay, that's fine, thank you. Third level is I ain't telling you, nope.
There was a guy. There was a guy at BlurredCon, and he was literally in character, going around asking all these Naruto characters if they've seen somebody in particular, and he was dressed as a Naruto character. And I'm like, as long as you're having fun, as long as you're not hurting anybody, that's cool.
Yeah, and like that right there is dope. Now, if you like went overboard and like shaking them, have you seen such and such thing, then yeah, I can see that. And that's what you're like when you mentioned the whole Deadpool thing, because like Deadpool, we all know is an extravagant, over the freaking top comic book character. And when someone tries to bring that into real, I mean, if he aggravates folks in the comics, you think it's not going to aggravate folks in real? Like, come on. So. Oh man. So, okay, I dig that. So dressing up as your favorite character. That seems like it would be the funnest thing to do. Just.
And you know what's funny? Since I cosplay as Siphon, which is the lead of Stars, I literally get to be myself. I just have to be my only. I can't be shorter, but I get to be myself.
We'll fix that in canon.
I know we've already talked about that. That's just I don't know how I feel about that. But okay,
we might not. We'll see. I'll see how it works whenever we get to that point. I'll see what happens. All right. So, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you as a cosplayer? Because you did mention the Deadpool thing, so this is like the perfect segue right into this question.
Oh yeah.
So, like, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you as a cosplayer?
It's not so much crazy as it is traumatizing.
Okay.
I got racially profiled for having BB pistols with me during a shoot. I was with Photo
Oh.
Jonan and a couple others, and I had left my guns behind. And my guns are actual; they look like real guns, but they're BB pistols. So they take little CO2 cartridges. They were completely empty. I mean, the best way I could use those as a weapon is just throw it at somebody. That's it.
That hurt.
I left them at the location we were at. We came back to said location. The cops were called because they thought they were real guns. The cops that sat there and questioned me about said guns, asking me what I was doing there, what is cosplay, what is the Avengers, who's Black Widow, why are you out here so late? This doesn't make any sense. How do we know that these guns are yours? On and on and on. Then they proceeded to take said BB pistols. BB pistols. Let me be sure y'all hear that. BB pistols. To check them for a serial number. And then they told me I had a BB in the chamber, which I didn't.
My patience of that much. And I gotta save some of that for my mom and my dog, so it's really that much. So.
Listen, I was terrified. You can ask Shy. I was incredibly terrified.
Oh, I get it.
And they told me to lock those BB pistols in the trunk and never get them back out.
Since then, have you carried any more weaponry like that? Any more weapons?
It's plastic if I do. It's plastic or it's wood.
Well, that's scary.
Yeah,
very.
For real.
Yeah, I don't. Which is why I'm terrified of cops now. The way that they handled it was not professional. There were two palm-colored police officers that were giving me the rundown, and it was me and two Asians and another palm-colored person. So I don't. It ain't clicking, Steven. It ain't clicking.
Yeah, I get it. Especially considering, I'm pretty sure during that time, the Avengers was kind of a big deal.
It was, yeah. Endgame was just came out, I think.
And I mean, even if you don't watch them,
I'd have to go back and look, but I think Endgame was like a big thing at the time.
Yeah, and even if you don't watch them, those movies are all over the place, all in the media.
All over the media, all over your phone, all over the radio, all on billboards. You can't scroll past Instagram without some type of advertisement. And there's somehow, some way you have to know what it is. I mean, I don't know what you thought you was gonna get.
Wow, really, Jay?
Exactly, Jay. Who's Black Widow? I'm about to slap up for real.
You know what you should have did, SJ? When they ask you what is cosplay, just pull up Google and like, okay, cosplay started back in 19 such and such, done by this woman who was at a science fair. She was the very first cosplayer. Her name is such and such. This, okay? Cosplay definition: cosplay action verb. Cosplay is.
Listen,
go back to school with them.
I would have moved.
Literally terrified. I was cold and I was terrified.
Yeah, I would have been like, okay, hold on one second. And then it's like, okay, that's not that. No. You want to know what cosplay? We're gonna have a cosplay lesson. Cosplayology is the name of the class, 1-on-1. I went in full
What was
detail.
so funny was Photo Jonan actually had other pictures of me where I was using said guns, and he's like, I still don't know if these are yours or not.
Really? Okay.
As a former military cop, there's a reason why I get pissed off when I see certain things, you know. And I've had conversations with a lot of people about it, and folks who've never left their couch, never left the country, never left their county, think they know how things are supposed to be handled. And quite literally, there were things that I couldn't even do as a military cop in a war zone that a lot of cops in America get away with. And it's asinine. Like it really is.
It sucks.
So, because I would have went straight to Leavenworth. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Get back on this plane. We're shackling you, strapping you to the plane, and taking you right to Leavenworth.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but Man, sorry that happened.
Yeah, that sucks.
Dang, and then now we're gonna go into another heated question because that's what we do on the bridge. Because we want, like I said, the bridge. We're bridging the gap between creators and their fans.
Yeah.
So the next question is: at cons, I've been seeing cosplay is not consent. Can you explain that to folks what that means? Because I've heard the horror stories, what some cosplayers go through, what some cosplayers have to experience. Not have to experience. That's the wrong way of putting that. What cosplayers experience just because of what they're wearing. Can you compound on that? Let folks know what that means and why that had to be created.
And please don't be scared to go into.
Yeah, go all out. Let folks know. There's no filters on this show. There's no filters on this show.
Come close to the screen if you have to.
Yeah, there's no filters on the show at all.
Fellow congoers, hear my words when I say this. Just because a cosplayer is shirtless, may have on booty shorts, may have a short skirt that's showing all the goodies, may have the boobs hanging out because of the cosplay character, does not mean you have the right or the gall or the audacity to go up and fondle them. When we say cosplay is not consent, we mean cosplay is not permission for you to touch us. That includes us having big weapons or having huge armor or amazingly sculpted wings. Anything that is on our person that you may find, oh my God, I want to go touch that. Don't go touch that without the cosplayer's permission.
There you have it.
When I say I have seen so many people almost get knocked out because they touched something they weren't supposed to touch, there's a reason why if you go to a cosplayer's page, sometimes they'll have a little chart that says, hey, I'm comfortable with you touching me here, which is be their arms, hands, a hug, something like that. There have been times where, now when I say this, I'm not singling out all men, just some that go to these cons. There have been some men that will fondle cosplayers.
Wow.
Female cosplayers.
That's bold.
And, hold on. Flip the script. Women, you ain't out of the woods either, because you know how you want to just put your hands all over the chest? That's not consent. Okay? You have to ask permission if the cosplayer is comfortable with doing that. And if they're not comfortable with doing that, you have to accept that.
Yep.
Respect is key. And if you're not going to respect the cosplayer, you don't need to be at a con. Plain and simple.
Exactly. This is how I usually do it. And this is the part that kind of bothers me with people whenever they don't understand that or they don't see it. So what I like to do a lot of times when I explain things to people, like even with the cup thing, okay, shoe on the other foot time. That's what I'll say. Shoe on the other foot time. Let's say it's your little brother or your little sister going to a comic convention. And don't say, oh, it'll never be my little sister. She doesn't like it. Let's just say that it is. And she gets there. And because she's dressed as, she's in a tight-fitting X-Men costume because she's dressed as Jean Grey and dudes are just walking up on her, grabbing her butt. How would you feel about that, big brother? Like, seriously. You'd be wanting to hunt that dude down and kill him. Like, let's be real.
Cosplayers are not out of the woods either, because where we have our own community, we know who we can joke with. We know who we can do this, that, and other with. There was a cosplayer who thought that they were just almighty and could go do whatever they wanted to anybody. And they got called out for it. But the problem is, it was without consent.
Right.
And they still keep getting invited to cons.
I've heard some stories like that, like either with cosplayers. I've heard that with cosplayers. I've heard that with even some photographers, like how some photographers go above, like just go way past the freaking what they should be doing. And
that's why they say bring
yeah,
somebody with you.
Exactly. And they like still get invited to cons. And I'm just like,
and they still get invited to cons.
Why? It's like in the end, as a con holder, you're a business owner, and if you're inviting threats into that business, I mean, it really don't take too many people. It don't take much to put up a lawsuit.
That's true, but at the same time, they are also business people. And they want to bring in their capital, and those cosplayers, and photographers bring in their capital.
It ain't worth the freaking sexual assault lawsuit. That's gonna get
But
brought
hey,
on.
but ask what was that last one? It was one in Ohio. Colossal Con.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Colossal Con. There's a whole bunch of shady stuff there going on, and they still have a con every year.
Yeah. Robbie says, remember when y'all say that I'm in character when I'm in cosplay? Best believe I would be in character if my sisters were in that situation. Exactly. And that's Shay. Who am I fighting? Exactly. Because I know, like me, that's the reason why I keep my hands to myself, because I have a little sister. I have little cousins, little female cousins. I got my nieces. I got my daughter. I got a son. I got my nephews. And I know me, like if someone were to touch any of my relatives out of manner without their consent, like
listen, I'd be ready to throw hands.
so I don't do it to anyone because of that reason.
Yeah.
Let me see. Don't know them. They were random women. What? Never mind. I missed something that Jay said. Yeah, that's happened to me. And then as Jay said, who am I fighting?
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Not
but
new fancy arm. No, you ain't hitting nobody with that new fancy arm. Speaking of that, props. Mm-hmm. That one made a prop out of cardboard, 116 pieces, and it looks immaculate. I guarantee you, if you go to a bigger con, there will be people wanting to put their hands all over it. I guarantee you somebody would break it.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. Like not just the whole the sexual side of things, which is a big deal, but it's also folks who are working on things. And if I'm not mistaken, Thyla worked on that for a year, I think almost. So
something like that, I think.
Yeah, so it's like you have folks who are builders in it, and I think that's probably going to be on one of the questions later, where they spend all their time, all their extra time when they're not working, building these props, building these costume pieces, and for someone to go up and just grab it or pull on it or put too much force on it, and now all of a sudden something that someone has put their life into is broken. And I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with that. Like if let's say you're into 2K. And your girlfriend deletes your whole profile, you're gonna be angry, right? Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. So, oh man. All right. So the next question, what would you say is the best way to approach a cosplayer at a con?
Oh, that's very, very simple. I mean, if you know proper etiquette, all you have to do, hey, I love your cosplay. Do you mind if I get a picture of you? Or hey, do you mind if I get a closer look at that prop? I just want to see how you made it. Or could you go into detail about how you made the prop? Actually treat the cosplayer like a human being and not a character.
Right.
Talk to them like they're human.
Right. Because I know a lot of folks have these fantasies about these fictional characters, male and female alike. We're not just it ain't just one-sided here, folks. Because I've seen it from both.
Yes.
And,
I've seen it from both.
So, gotta ask. These are real people at the end of the day. Real people at the end of the day. And a lot of folks don't like. And a lot of folks don't like to be touched. A lot of folks don't like to be crowded.
See, there's a difference between actually thinking the bad thought and then actually doing the bad thought.
Exactly.
You can think it all day long. It may look bad on your own personal character, but you can think it all day long. Just don't go act on it, and you'll be fine. Y'all and y'all's fancy arms and props.
So Anubis says, Thyla, both you and me with fancy arms will hit them together. I know the new fancy arms he's about to do, and you better not, Anubis. Not with those. Not with those.
Ooh,
162 hours. See that?
Jesus.
162 hours. Can you just imagine 162 hours at a job, and someone comes in and pushes all your paperwork on the floor and stomps on it?
No, I'd be throwing hands.
Oh, you can push that paperwork because it ain't mine. As long as you ain't pushing my lunch on the floor, we good.
Listen, with that particular prop, I would be throwing hands.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, you don't touch that. People have a tendency of doing that. They want to just touch, but you got, like we were saying, you got to kind of understand everybody. Everybody doesn't like to be touched, especially if I don't know you. Don't walk up to me and touch me because I am going to do one of these numbers. Then you're going to get offended.
Yep.
Then I'm not going to care you getting offended.
Yeah.
I don't know you.
Just like my big thing, I don't like people behind me, especially if I don't know you. Now, if I know you, it's fine. If I don't know you, yeah, don't walk behind me. Don't walk on the side of me. Don't creep up behind me. You may get put in an arm bar. I may break your arm. So I'm just saying, like, don't do that.
So when I meet you, I'm gonna just yell from a distance, "Hey, there! I'm coming behind you. I'm right here. Hear me?" I'm not gonna speak up and grab you. You look, you ain't finna body slam me, and I'm like, okay, see.
I mean, quickest way to get your arm broke. But all right, and thank you for that, MG, because I think a lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people don't understand that, like, because honestly, what I've been seeing too in the media is like you hear the one side, which is valid, why you shouldn't do it, but you never hear them say, okay, but what's the right way to do it?
Right.
Now you can always discipline someone and tell someone, hey, you're wrong for doing that. You're wrong for doing that. You're wrong for doing that. But if you're not telling them what's the right way to do that, so no one will ever know. So thank you for that and explaining that the correct way for folks. Like now you all know what not to do, and now you know what to do. Like don't just go up and just grab some girl because she has a corset on and her boobies are popping out. That's her cosplay, that's her character. Go up to her and ask, like, hey, can I take a picture with you? Hey, can I give you a hug? And if she says no,
respect it.
Respect that. Again, remember,
also,
if it's your little sister or your little brother, you will want them to be respected if they say no. If someone
also, Google is free.
That part. We quite literally got
you don't know
at our fingertips.
Ask a cosplayer or Google it. It's not that hard, honestly. You find a lot of information if you just do the research yourself.
Very true.
Yeah.
Sometimes you find the correct information too if you just do it yourself.
That part.
And I don't know if y'all went over this while I had to leave. You got to be careful what you say to people too.
Ooh, no, we didn't touch on that, but you got a point.
We did.
I've seen because there's one particular person here on Instagram that I follow. Very sweet lady. She was flat out. She doesn't boast or say or talk about it a lot or really post. But she said, I have comic books that will shut down a lot of your local comic book shops that they don't even have. So she has a nice comic collection, but she has a way of presenting herself. She dresses in the provocative clothing. She does kind of like show her skin a lot. And some of the things people say to her,
I think I might know who you're talking to.
I think you do know who I'm talking about. Some of the things some guys say to her, oh, I wish them big old was in my face, and I was just like,
yeah, it's like you don't
know
do that.
Her, don't
exactly.
Do that.
Again, like I said, if some dudes aren't grasping that, well, I don't have a little sister. Well, imagine it's a woman that you love, your mother, your grandmother, your aunt,
your grandmother,
your adopted mother. If you want to go as far as say, I don't have a mother, a friend.
Some people
you don't want them going through that.
Some people won't touch you, but they'll go up and they'll say
verbally
certain things, and I'm just like, don't say that. That's
yeah. Unless I personally know you and we've had conversations and we are on that level to where you can joke around with me like that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Exactly.
I still would feel uncomfortable doing that because you're like a sister to me, so I'll be like, no.
Like she said, there was a guy at Akaicon who almost got the throat punch. Oh, he would have got a lot of throat punches. You would have just came to the table. He would have went through a conveyor belt of throat punches.
I know who she's talking about.
Hey,
I know who she's talking about.
That's another thing too. Don't do dumb things when the Chimera Kingdom and the 242 and the Chameleon Coalition is squatted up. That's not good.
I'm not going to name names, but this particular person does not know how to read social cues very well. And they've said some things that they thought were funny, but they weren't actually funny. And then, of course, they were trying to move a little bit closer to me. But I knew this person personally, and I kind of keep my distance anyway. So, yeah, that's what that was.
That's crazy. Wow. Let's see, Shay says something else. What kills me is we've been discussing it in our community for months. and still had to kick someone out recently. So, and then, like I said, on the other foot, think about what you're doing and ask yourself, do you want someone doing it to you? And if you're the type of individual that says yes, well, then ask yourself a little bit further. Do you want someone doing it to your daughter,
Right,
or your son, or your sister, or your brother? Simple question. And I guarantee you, most people, unless there's something wrong upstairs, are gonna instantly say, "Hell no, the fuck no." Somebody do that to my daughter. Oh, I see what you're saying. Exactly.
Most
You know,
people.
so yeah, right.
Most people.
Most people. That's why I said, unless there's something going on upstairs, you know, where they just can't figure it out, can't understand. So, next question. Because I know we could talk about that. That honestly could be the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Like talking
really.
about that. So, the life of a cosplayer, can it be inexpensive, or is it something that's expensive no matter how hard you try? Because I've heard, with SJ on the show last week, not last week, but the week before, we've heard of the closet cosplays, which a lot of people do. I know Teneva, they're freaking killing it with their closet cosplays. And that's for folks who weren't on the show last time. That's when you take some out of the closet and you cosplay the character using the things that you already have. Then, of course, you have builders, and they're buying all of their pieces. And then the ones who buy their cosplays, or the ones who buy pieces and put them together. So, like I said, do you think it's something that can be done inexpensively, or is it something that's always going to be expensive no matter how hard you try?
It can totally be inexpensive. Goodwill and thrift shops are a thing. You can literally, you can go to Goodwill and find yourself prop guns and just remake them to be something else. You can find clothing and rip them apart and then put it back together to make a completely different cosplay. You don't have to buy everything from Amazon or make costumes or easy cosplay. You don't have to do that. You can make it by hand if you want to. Now, if you make it by hand, it's going to be a little bit more expensive because you're buying the fabrics, the thread, the needles, whatever else you need. But you can make it by hand too if you want to, with materials you already have at home. I mean, I made a sword out of a wooden dowel and a plastic funnel.
And it's a dope sword. It's a freaking rapier is what you made,
It's a
right?
rapier. Mm-hmm. It's a rapier. So it can be completely inexpensive.
Thank you there. I had to put one hard question in there. So there, but there you go. It can be inexpensive. So for those who want to cosplay, you can do it inexpensively. But I guess it would matter the level or how high and how professional you want to get with it. Or do you think, well, going back to Teneva, which Teneva's definitely got to be on the show.
Yeah.
Does expensive, like, you look at the cosplays and you're like, they had to have spent crazy buku money on this, but it's like right out the closet.
Okay, Tier, you were there. You saw Thyla's arm.
Exactly. Yeah.
That looked expensive. Yeah. It was all out of cardboard and string.
Yeah. And it was dope. It was so dope.
Cardboard, string, and paint. That's all she used. And of course, a plan.
Yeah.
So even that was paint, completely inexpensive.
Yeah. And even with the paint and some of the ways that Thyla painted it, it looked like some were plastic pieces, but nah, they were actually
no, that was all cardboard.
That's dope.
Just a little research and a little planning, you'll be shocked. A lot of these
creativity.
I made Dr. Facilier's hat out of cardboard and fabric.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh yeah, if you actually tap on the hat, it's cardboard.
It's something that you can put on cardboard to make it harder than what it.
I didn't have to with that. I didn't. I mean, the only thing I really did was just reinforce it because glue. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she paid for some fabric at some point.
Yeah.
But it's literally just cardboard and hot glue and fabric and a feather. That's it.
And if you want to talk about hair, very simple to make. You can get some of the beauty supply stores. They have some of these wigs on discount. Or
I live by wigs. I love wigs. That is my problem. But you can buy inexpensive wigs from Amazon, and they look absolutely amazing. I've made 2.5 wigs. I'll say 2.5. 2 were fully made. The other one I added wefts to make it longer. But it's not that hard. If you know how to sew, then you know how to make a wig.
There you have it.
Yep, it's very simple. You can either hand from someone who actually did make wigs and still do for my mom. You can actually I do a lot of stuff.
You say that too loud. You're about to be doing some wig commissions for cosplayers. You keep on, Scorpio.
Sorry, I done turned in my license. I don't do it no more.
Somebody come to you and be like, "I give you $200." But how long do you need it?
Well,
you know how quickly he changed his mind when I brought my face to the camera. I see you, Scorpio. I see you.
Look, y'all, I've had the roughest time in the hair industry. Oh my Lord, that's a whole nother show. But yeah, you can actually do like I want to attempt Naruto wig, little spikes. It's actually very simple wig, and it's done with yarn.
I got a wig for you to attempt.
What is that?
Todoroki's wig, where it's half red, half white.
Oh, sweetie, you can get some. You can do that with yarn. Take yarn, attach it.
You're not hearing. I want you to do it. See, you missed that part. I said I wanted you to do it because I have the short version. I want a long, feminine version. So
look, we don't start.
Send me pictures. Let me see what I can conjure up.
I mean, it's real simple. It's just red on one side, white on the other. And then just like a cute little feminine style.
Is it a bang? Is it a
No, it's just red on one side, white on the other. You can make it into a cute little feminine style.
Oh. Still send me pictures.
Some have bangs, some don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send me some pictures. DM me some pictures.
Well, let's get to this next question, and after that, we're going to talk about your organization that you have. So, can you explain the buyer builder side of cosplay? Because I have heard that there's like a rivalry. I've heard that there's cosplayers who look down on buyers, and cosplayers who look down on builders, and cosplayers who look down on cosplayers, and cons who look down on certain groups. And why?
Okay.
Where's
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this with my whole chest. Any cosplayer who judges another cosplayer over how they have done their cosplay, made their cosplay, bought their cosplay, anything like that is trash. They are not a part of they are what we call the elitists, and they need to be kicked out of the cosplay community because all they're doing is just making matters worse. There is nothing wrong with a cosplayer who comes in and does a closet cosplay. There's nothing wrong with somebody who spends 162 hours on a cosplay or more. There's nothing wrong with that. All of it is great. All of it is creative. All of it is art. What you don't want to do is have something commissioned and entered into a cosplay contest and say, yeah, I made all this.
That sounds like that's happened before.
It's happened several times before. There are cosplayers who are like, oh yeah, I can get away with this because they're not on social media. They'll never know that I actually entered it into a cosplay contest. We will always know. Especially if you entered a contest the year before and we already know what your skill set is, we will always know.
It's just like anything. Like even on the art side of the house, you can't go.
Yeah.
Even if you draw every day, you're not going from stick figures to Picasso in a year. No. It's not happening. So,
if you are entering in a cosplay contest, and it's one of those where they have different categories, and half of your stuff is commissioned, don't enter it into any of those categories. You better just be walking across that stage, showing up the cosplay.
You're there.
Don't do anything along those lines to where it's going to end up making you look stupid. Because we will instantly disqualify you for that.
And she says that because she is a cosplay judge.
I'm a judge. I'll actually be judging this next weekend.
There you go. So y'all hear that at which con is it?
It's Fanboy Expo Knoxville.
Fanboy Expo Knoxville. So if anyone's listening, you're going there, you're thinking about taking a commission cosplay in there to say that you built it yourself.
I will know.
Disqualified. Just
I
like the heads are disqualified. Disqualified.
No.
Wow.
All right. So now let's talk about the Chameleon Coalition, because I do want to, we got like 10 minutes, so I do want to talk about this because Chameleon Coalition is an organization that you built. So let's get straight to the first question. What brought about the Chameleon Coalition?
I noticed that when I'm with my group of people, I always end up adding more people to my group of people because their parties have left them behind. And it happens every con. I want to create a community to where, hey, if you see that little symbol in somebody's bag somewhere, you can walk up to them and say, hey, do you mind if I hang with you? We're from the same group. My party left me and I don't want to be by myself. The whole goal of this is because as much as cons are great, you don't need to go to a con by yourself. So the whole point of the Chameleon Coalition is to invite every con goer of every size, race, ethnicity, cosplay style, cosplay, whatever, come together and hang out at a con and maybe do shoots together, maybe do TikToks together, do pictures, just hang out and have a good time, get to know one another. Make the community better than what it is now. That's the whole point. And like I said, I've kind of started it already because my group started with 3 people. That was me, Shy, and Thyla. Then I met the Pride family, and it's a whole nother group of people. Then I met the 242 Cosplayer Nation, and that's a whole nother group of people. And then the Chimera Kingdom, that's a whole nother group of people. I mean, there are people everywhere, and I'm finding more and more times than not, somebody's getting left behind somewhere, and then their con experience is ruined. I've seen it. I've experienced it. It's not fun. So I want to make it easier for everybody to get along, and it works. It absolutely works.
I'm glad you did that because, for all introverts like myself, that we go with people that we know, and you just leave us there. That person may start feeling some type of way, and they don't know anyone around. They get a little like, okay, I'm going home.
Exactly.
That's me. I'm
like
going home.
By that point, your con experience is ruined. It's just like,
you don't want to go to another one.
That's the exact reason why I drive to everything I go to. Oh, you can ride with me? No, I'm driving. Because if you get there and you see your other friends, or you get there and you get pulled to the side, and if I'm in the corner by myself, I'm like, well, I'm going home. I don't know anybody here. You brought me here. This is your friend group. I don't know these people.
That's like,
but the whole point is just so that doesn't happen. So like, hey, you got your friend group here. You can go chill with them.
That's dope, though.
Yeah,
that's real dope.
That's like if you know someone that you meet some new people at a new job, and they invite you. And you get like 12 other people. Like, who are these people?
Yeah.
I don't know these people.
Yes,
and now you're associated with them, and I'm over here in the corner.
I feel you there. That's why I said that's why I drive everywhere.
Yeah.
That's why I
see, you actually felt like a part of the crew, though.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that's how they were. Like everybody was accepting. Everybody was part of the Chameleon Coalition. It was theirs accepting, and now a lot of them are part of the Chimera Kingdom now. So it's like, it's dope. Like when you get everybody together like that, and people who are like-minded, people who want to see everybody have fun, people who want to protect people from bad situations. There's nothing wrong with that. Like that's a good thing to have that set up.
You have a lot more fun in numbers than you do by yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And Boogie, for the last time, yes, you're a member.
As SJ said, Boogie, we told you are.
That part.
Jay said, yes, you are, Boogie. SJ said, you've been a member.
That part.
Jay said,
that part.
So there you go, Boogie. You are a member. of the Chimera
Oh, my
Kingdom and the
goodness.
Chameleon Coalition, and honorary 242. I'm not going to speak on that. That's SJ. SJ, you let him know in the comments if he's an honorary 242. I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's your ultimate goal with the Chameleon Coalition? Like, is it something that you want to keep stateside? Is it something you're hoping to make global, to make it to where it covers all cons, that no matter what con it is, there will be somebody in there that's from the CC to
Oh
help?
no! We going global. We already got people in the
Okay.
UK. We got people in the Bahamas. Come on now.
Okay, that's what I'm talking
We
about.
going global with this. I want to be as open about it as possible because everybody needs a con buddy.
Yeah,
Whether it
very
be
true.
one, whether it be a group, you need somebody to go to a con with.
True, very true. It's never fun going by yourself.
No.
It's never fun going by yourself. I went to
No.
one con by myself, and unfortunately, I met somebody there who I was able to chill with, but it's never fun going by yourself.
Like I had a friend not too long ago. They thought that a friend of theirs was going to be there, but they ended up not being there. And they found my table and they're like, "Hey, do you mind if I just kind of hang out with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." And then here comes the Legion of the Nashville Legion of cosplayers right across from me. I'm like, "Hey, go sign up, be with them. You'll never be alone."
Yep.
So it started with the Nashville Legion, and now we've got the Chameleon Coalition, which they're a part of it too. So
There you go.
you will never be alone with the Chameleon Coalition. And if you are, there's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. So Jay, we the West Side reps, because even though I'm in Colorado, that's still West Side. That's still West Side.
Of course.
At least that's what I was told. I thought it was the Midwest. Everybody's like, no, it's the West Side. I'm like, all right, fine. I'm sorry. I didn't call it Midwest. So, oh man. Okay. So speaking of that, since you do want it to go global, and you saw what Jay just said. With the rest, he's the West Side rep. You got the Bahamas, UK, Tennessee, clearly, probably North Carolina, Georgia, everywhere else. How many cosplayers would you say are part of the Chameleon Coalition at this point in time? Also, is it strictly for cosplayers and cosplayers only?
Okay. So the last time I checked the page, it was 120 people following the page. So that's approximately 120 members. Approximately. Okay. There could be more, there could be less. They may not find the page yet. As far as strictly for cosplayers, no. Strictly for con goers.
There you hear it.
If you are a con goer, but you don't want to do the whole cosplay bit, that's fine. You can still be a part of the Chameleon Coalition. It's for everybody.
That's what's up.
Awesome.
So that means if any of you ever go to a con and you see that Soulverse banner up and you're part of the Chameleon Coalition, you need somewhere to go, you can drop by the table, because I am a member of the Chameleon Coalition myself.
You need to have a little bitty chameleon on your
I do. I got to put the chameleon somewhere. I got to put that guy.
I need to make buttons.
Maybe a little lapel. We could be like Hydra.
Yes.
A little lapel pin.
Yes, Scorpio.
Yes, Scorpio. Oh, are you a member? You want to be a member? You want to be a member? Scorpio. The glasses.
Scorpio, again, you've been a member too.
The glasses went down.
Why am I just not knowing about it?
I don't know. Maybe you need to start talking to folks more.
Ooh. Oh, well then.
Well, if people weren't so busy being Rosario Dawson and not speaking to me, Rosario Dawson is a little more important than I am.
No, I don't want to hear that. You can message me, and you know I will answer you. I don't want to hear that mess.
So it's a little heartbreaking when you're in Hollywood, and
ain't nobody in Hollywood.
SJ said,
I am literally sitting in Tennessee right now. Ain't nobody in no Hollywood.
Yet. MG, listen to me, sweetie. Yet.
Oh, there it is. There it is, right there.
You're not there yet.
SJ said patches, buttons, or something. Or maybe all three.
I need to get on that.
Maybe all three right there.
Yes.
I'll look for some stuff for some patches. There's something that I found that I've already talked to Scorpio and encased about this site that I'm using. So I get you connected through that.
Yeah.
And I think you might be able to find what you
need. I think that would be neat. A patch.
Yeah.
Patch.
For real.
button, but whatever.
Buttons are definitely a thing. Everybody loves a button.
Yeah,
So,
for real.
yeah.
Okay, so
My words, MG. I'm serious.
So going off of that and the amount of people that you said you have, and the fact that you're already in 2 countries, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
You say you started from 3,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're there, so that answers how much it's grown. But did you ever see it getting to this level?
I didn't even have a name for it. So I never even thought that it was actually going to be a group until we were literally just talking about it one day, and poof, it happened. I wasn't expecting it to even get that big. And like I said, here we are. And I couldn't be happier with it. I just wanted to grow more.
That's what's
And
up. And it will.
It will. It
will. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Man, I kind of, man, we can keep going, but I'm trying to stay on track here.
Yeah,
yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
So, MG, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Appreciate it.
Is there anything more that you want to tell folks about cosplay? Things that you feel you may have missed? Things people should look out for? Here's a good question. How can someone get started? There's your closing question right there. Then after that, you can tell people where to find you. How can someone get started in cosplay?
The way you can get started, go to your closet, think of a character, a simple character, and go from there. For example, you got a red hoodie, a pair of jeans, a pair of sunglasses, you are instantly either Max Goof or Chip Skylark. One of the two.
Well, damn. There you have it. Just that simple. It's all about creativity. That's what I'm noticing too. Because a lot of people look at cosplayers and like, oh, well, they just buy their stuff. But it looks like you have to have that creativity. You have to be able to see things and then see these characters in these different outfit pieces and the sort. So,
in the words of SpongeBob, imagination. You gotta have that. You have to have that in order for you to actually get into this whole cosplay bit. Because otherwise, you're just gonna be sitting there looking stupid.
That makes sense. That makes all the sense right there.
So I could pretty much get a suit with a long beige trench coat, and I am John Constantine.
Or Commissioner Gordon.
I need a belly for the commissioner.
Well, then you got a pillow?
I done lost my stomach, dude.
Let's get a big shirt. No, I'm saying you got a pillow.
Oh, of course.
Get a big shirt.
Listen, everything starts with a suit. Everything starts with a suit. I mean,
Most
you got
definitely.
Kingpin, you got freaking Lex Luthor, again, John Constantine, Commissioner Gordon. You can even be Bruce Wayne.
Sure.
You got Scorp. You got Alex.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm getting in shape for.
Yep. Oh, and right here you got Castiel too.
Castiel.
Supernatural.
Yeah.
Oh. See?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Alex,
well,
yeah.
Oh, see.
So MG, when is the next movie? I'm just joking. Go ahead.
The next movie. I have never been in a movie
yet.
Because
we do plan on shooting a short film for stars. Probably. I might start working on that script and stuff, and then talking to them about that, so we can do that at Akaicon next year.
I mean,
have a nice preview.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I'll make it like a week event because I do want to check out the local comic shops there, and then one of those days we could do some shooting before everything starts. So, bam. So, MG, Mutantglue, tell the lovely people out there where they can find you and the Chameleon Coalition.
Oh, well, you can find the Chameleon Coalition and myself on Instagram under the same names, either Mutantglue or the Chameleon Coalition. You can also find me on TikTok and Patreon as well.
Yep.
And the Chameleon Coalition is also on Facebook.
Okay, there you go. But Mutantglue is not, which I don't blame you. Don't be intimidated by her TikTok numbers because they high. They're astronomical.
I'm gonna tell everybody that. Let them go see it for themselves.
They're
very good, very good TikToks. By the way.
Yes.
transitions.
I haven't gotten there yet. That's why I just sit side by side by somebody. They don't just laugh and post on my TikTok.
No, you want to see some transitions. You go see Anubis cosplay. His transitions are mwah.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Anubis.
Oh yeah. Anubis do got some dope transitions.
I don't know how to do transitions that well.
I don't either. I'm learning.
So I just sit next to somebody video and laugh and make a face or something. Or
I'm just good at syncing beats with my art. That's like my strong point when it comes to that.
yeah,
It's syncing the art to the beat. So,
yeah.
Don't be whoa in Anubis. You know, you got the transitions.
Yes, he
Look,
does.
you gonna be up here doing this too, so I don't even know why you're fronting about it.
Why?
SJ Slade says, I run the FB part, so she can't continue to avoid it like the plague. Exactly.
Look, I don't blame you.
It's Facebook is to play.
I'm about to get off Facebook myself. It is so boring. I don't even
The only reason why I'm up there is because of the business page. But
no one visits my page. So I'm just like, I'm wasting my time here.
Facebook is the devil.
I get more Instagram people. Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out a way, like if Instagram starts allowing groups, which I think they are working on doing something with the chats where you can do a group chat and it's actually connected to your page and stuff like that. If they end up doing stuff like that, I'm just gonna do like a Chimera Kingdom page. Well, actually, probably find a way to sync it with the Silver's Cosplayers Guild and find a way to sync that with Sovereign Comics and then just create a group and then leave Facebook alone and get it off of there.
Yeah,
because
like I said, it's the devil.
It is. It sucks.
I'm just a face. That's what Jay said. Jay said, I'm just a face.
If you don't sit down somewhere, Jay.
All right, everyone. This show went by fast. I can't believe that's an hour and 7 minutes. I can't even believe that. It's like 6 to 7 minutes right there. That's crazy. That's nuts. Aww. I can't wait to go back and look at that chat stream on YouTube.
Ew.
All right.
Ew.
Thank you so much, everyone, for dropping in. Thank you for communicating with us and stuff too. That always makes these fun.
Yes.
MG, thank you for giving us time out of your busy
schedule. She has to go back to her trailer now.
Schedule,
she has to go back to her trailer and do makeup.
You're on set.
Yes.
And you're in the middle of working on things.
She just got nominated for an Emmy.
So thank you. Hey, I'm speaking into existence. You know me, I'm all about putting that into the universe.
Quentin,
I'm all about putting that into the universe. Like,
Quentin,
you know me.
Quentin, I have a movie idea. Quentin Tarantino, are you there?
I don't know what you're talking about, fam. Listen, I'm
all about putting that
by myself.
Yeah. I know that's why all the actors sit in their trailer in their room by themselves.
Yes,
you forget. I used to do that for
with the fake background. we all do that.
Y'all ain't gotta be like this your whole life.
We're just trying to. Hold on. What that TikTok say? I'm just trying to be like you, my boy. Must be ours.
Must be ours. Must be ours.
Trying to be like you, my boy.
I don't know what you mean by that. I listen. I'm literally living day to day.
Imagine her bank accounts here. Oh my goodness. From the movies.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
SJ says #famous people things.
Thank you, SJ.
SJ says #celebrity things.
Oh my goodness.
Not helping, sis. You were not helping.
Yes.
Anubis says
No, that is a 11th Thunder reference.
The goats.
That's 11th Thunder reference.
But
I'm gonna even stop.
But there you have it. Thank you again for
We
coming.
appreciate you, MG.
And,
thank you,
love. I love you guys. Even though Scorpio over here making me seem like I'm incredibly important, folks.
You are. You're doing.
You are.
You have the community coalition that you built. You got your cosplays, and how many people tell you that they look up to you because of those cosplays? I mean, you've brought people to Sovereign Comics.
MG, it's all about mindset, baby.
Exactly.
And speaking into existence and manifestation.
Exactly.
I know. I just trying
Don't
to keep my head on my. I'm trying to keep
my head
on.
No, your head's gonna be there.
Yeah, you could think highly about yourself and still be humble. I think highly about my writing skills, but I'm still humbled every time someone comes to me and they're like, "Yo, this story was amazing." It still humbles me to hear it, but I know I can write. I can write my ass off. So you can still be content with yourself and be. The problem becomes when you think that you're so big that you can't make a mistake.
You can't be
That you
touched.
are the best in the world and no one compares to
Exactly.
you. That's when it becomes a problem.
And then, and look, in words of Jay-Z, every day you try to stay the same. He didn't change. People change.
Exactly. Like my mom told me always growing up when I was learning how to fight and doing all that fight training. My mom said, "You learn all this stuff. You learn how to fight. You learn how to protect yourself. But always remember, there's somebody out there there's always somebody who's bigger and badder than you are." And a lot of people forget that. A lot of people forget that. So, like I said, you could think highly of yourself and still be humble, or humbled if you get too big headed. So.
Just do like Venus say. She always the Venus, the tennis star. She's always humble until that one day they pissed her off, and she says, "I know that you can't do what I do. No one in this room can do what I can do."
Exactly.
I'm just like, God damn, Venus. But she's always the quiet one.
Yeah, but she's still humbled. She knows
But
there could be somebody out there that can beat her. But she goes in and but that's the thing about it. She goes and she keeps pushing it to make sure that no one can beat her, and that right there in itself is humility. Because she knows someone can beat her, so she trains so that no one can.
Constantly writing, and that's us writing constantly. I don't care if I'm writing my affirmations. I'm writing something constantly.
Exactly.
I'm looking at things constantly, researching constantly, just to better myself. Research. That's one thing Tier taught me. Research. And now when I look at other people's stuff, I'm like, you didn't research that.
Creating.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
Exactly. See,
you didn't research that. So yeah.
You got this, and we're gonna make sure that you see yourself.
I appreciate y'all. I do.
Thank you again, everyone, for dropping in on the bridge.
Appreciate everyone. Come back next week.
And this was another episode of Bridging the Gap between creators and their fans. And now you know a little bit more about MG. Now you know a little bit more about cosplay. Now you know a little bit more about the Chameleon Coalition and what it takes for her to do the things that she needs to do to be a full-time cosplayer. So next time she posts something up and says, if you want me to cosplay this character, drop into my Amazon, support my Patreon. Now you know why. And that's what we're here for. So that
go to her agent.
Exactly yeah, go to the agent. All right, everybody. We're out.